So you're thinking about moving right here to Houston, Texas, and you've already decided you want to build a new construction home, but you're asking the question, who's the best builder and which builders should I stay away from? Well, in today's video, I'm going to answer that question for you, just like I answer it for all the clients that are constantly asking that. And so ultimately, here in the Houston area, you have a ton of different builders, and they're going to range in size from mom and pop shops to nationwide builders, and they're all going to do things a little bit differently. And so it's really important when we're asking this question to really understand what it is we're asking. What are the nuances? What are the difference between good builders and bad builders? And what is a good builder and what is a bad builder? And so in today's video, I am going to walk you through all of the questions that I ask when we are looking into new construction to make sure that we are with the right builder for you. Because ultimately, a builder might be good for one client and might not be the best for another. And so we're going to walk you through that in today's video. So let's get after it right now. So before we dive in, if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living right here in Houston, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell for notifications, and we will keep you up to date on everything going on right here in Houston. My name is Kyler Ferris. I'm the broker owner of Ferris Realty, and we get calls, texts, emails every single day from people just like you that are looking to move here to Houston. And so if that is you, don't be shy. Give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us a quick email. That way we can help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. Now, how do we decipher who's a good builder, who's a bad builder? Well, the quick answer is experience. So we have had the privilege of working with tons of clients with pretty much every single builder under the sun here in the Houston area over the past several years. And so ultimately, we have touch points with a bunch of different builders and we have experiences with them. But I do think that it's important to break down how those experiences shape how we view different builders. And so I'm going to just walk you through a couple different things that I think through whenever I consider a builder a good builder or a bad builder. And so it helps for you to understand the landscape of Houston. And so you're going to have different tiers of builders. So first of all, you're going to have one-off builders, which a one-off builder is essentially a builder that really maybe doesn't build that many homes a year. Maybe it's an individual who just bought a plot of land and decided that they want to build a home or two. And so those builders are typically going to be a little bit more difficult to vet. And so ultimately, our brokerage might not have a touch point with that builder because they don't build that many homes. And so when you're working with a builder like that, it's important to do a couple of things. First of all, you want to get to know them. You want to understand what their track record is, what their history is. Are they a brand new builder? Have they been around for a long time? You might even want to throw them in Google to make sure that they don't have any lawsuits, because we've actually done that for clients before and found that out. And so you're going to want to look into that builder more if they are a small mom and pop builder. Now, that doesn't mean they don't build a great house. And ultimately, depending on where you live in the city, one thing a lot of people don't know is that there are city inspections. And so no matter what builder you are, if you're building a home in a certain municipality, they're going to have city or county inspectors that come out and inspect that property through the different stages of its construction. And so knowing that should give you a little bit of peace of mind when buying new construction that things are going to be done right. Now, that doesn't mean that they're always done right. Sometimes things slip through the cracks. And so your second insurance policy here is going to be ultimately get an inspection. Get a third-party inspection on your new construction home before you close on it, just to make sure that there aren't any blind spots. 99% of the time, whenever we get new construction home inspections done, the homes come back pretty clean. You know, you find a missing doorstop here or there, maybe something needs to be tightened up or repainted, but rarely do we find a major structural issue. However, we have. And so that's going to be your fail-safe. That's going to be the thing we recommend you do, especially if you're with a builder that doesn't have an established reputation for their warranty, etc. And so the next kind of builder that you're going to look at is going to be a production builder, and I'm talking more about like a nationwide production builder. So you're going to get builders like Lennar and KB Homes here in the Houston area. A lot of times they'll actually build their own neighborhoods. They'll be their own developer. And then sometimes you'll find them in master plan communities. But when you're looking at those builders, typically you're looking in the $200,000 to $400,000 price point for those builder homes here in the Houston area. And they're all going to be similar quality of construction. A lot of people say, well, you know, is this builder better than that one? Well, ultimately, all of their plans have to get approved by engineers. That's not saying that some plans aren't better than others, but structurally, they're kind of the same thing. And so they might have some different features on the interior as far as, who their manufacturers are for their flooring or where they get their countertops from or what type of roof that they put on the home. But for the most part, most builders in the same price points use similar products. And so, ultimately, if you're buying a $300,000 home, you're comparing apples to apples. Now, once again, you're still going to want to get that inspection to make sure, because another nuance that's really important to consider when you're purchasing new construction is who is actually building your home. I've been in multiple neighborhoods before where there's 2 or 3 different construction managers working for the same builder, and they build completely different products. And what I mean by that is you might have one that's brand new. He's only been there a couple of months. He's learning the ropes. He doesn't know what he doesn't know. And ultimately, it's really tough when you're purchasing a home to know who exactly is building your home. Unfortunately, it's a little bit luck of the draw. And so you might have another builder in the same neighborhood that's been doing this for 10 years, that's really experienced, and that maybe he's helping out the other guy answer any questions, but ultimately you're either going to get the home he built or the home that the new guy built working with that same exact builder. And so I don't like to blanket statement when people ask me, hey, is blank a good builder or a bad builder? Well, ultimately, there are some reasons I could say they're good or bad, but the thing that contributes to it most is who actually built the home, and then do they make you happy at closing? Are they actually fixing the things you found on the inspection report? Are they changing the things cosmetically that maybe weren't right? And so those are going to be the more important questions to ask whenever you're trying to figure out, are they a good or a bad builder? Instead of trying to label them good or bad, I would just try to make sure that you get the product that you signed up for at delivery of the home. And then the next step in that process too is some of these builders do have different warranties. And so typically you're going to find what's called a 1-2-10 warranty here in Texas on new construction homes. And that's going to be from the small builders all the way up through the nationwide builders. And so what a 1-2-10 warranty is for the first year of moving into the home, you're going to have a 1-year warranty on pretty much everything that's cosmetic in nature. So if you miss something on your initial walkthrough and they need to come back and, fix a blemish on the sheetrock, or your countertop wasn't installed correctly, whatever it is, they'll come back in the first year. You can make a list and they will fix that. And then the second year, all of your mechanicals are going to be covered. So your electrical, plumbing, if you have any issues, if a breaker is bad or a receptacle's not working, anything like that, it's going to be completely covered. And then the 10 part is a 10-year warranty on the foundation and structural. And so that's going to include any type of structural issues that happen within the first 10 years of owning that home. And so that's going to be in place with pretty much any builder. I would not buy a new construction home without a home warranty, but I actually have never sold a new construction home without a home warranty. So they all do it, and it is a standard practice here in Texas. And then last but not least, another really good way to ensure that you're purchasing with a good builder and making sure that they do have a good reputation is the way that it works in master plan communities is the developer develops the neighborhood, and then they invite reputable builders to come and purchase lots from them and sell products in that neighborhood. And so a good litmus test of who a good builder is going to be who these massive developers invite into their communities, because the last thing that a big developer wants in their community is a debacle. They don't want a lawsuit. They don't want the sale of homes to slow down. And so they want builders in there that have the best reputations. And so it's a good funnel. It's a good filter to see who a great builder is. And so when you go to these master plan communities, which we cover a ton in all of our videos, if you haven't already gone and seen those, I think we've done one on almost every master plan community here in Houston at this point. And so when you are looking in those communities, I would change the question from which builder is a good builder to which builder is going to be the best builder for me. See, ultimately, clients come to us and they have a wish list, but typically you want to make sure that you go in the correct order of priorities. And so some people's wish list is related to the schools. And in that case, you're going to start there before you even get to the builders. But some people's wish list is very specific when it comes to the home, and different builders are going to offer different housing styles. You're going to have more traditional with more earth tone color palettes. You're going to have more modern with more black, white, modern gray color palettes. You're going to have differences. You're going to have big family 2 stories versus, ranch style 1 stories. And so ultimately, you might walk into one of these master plan communities and the best builder for you might be different than the best builder for somebody else. If you want a large 2-story family home in a neighborhood, then maybe you're going to end up with Weston. And if you want a really well-appointed 1-story, you might end up in a Perry or a Dries. And so they're going to meet different needs. And so instead of saying which one's best, which one's not, I would say make sure you understand what it is exactly that you're looking for, convey that to us, and then we'll be able to put you on to a reputable builder in a fantastic neighborhood that's going to make you happy. And then ultimately, the reason you work with us is because we don't go away after you close on your home. I've had many a texts and many a phone calls with the builders and my previous clients to ensure that they're still getting the service that they need after they close on the home. And for the most part, I have really good experiences with all of these builders that we work with here in the Houston area. So I hope this really helps to shape and reframe the question that you might be asking is who's a good builder, who's not a good builder. Ultimately, you've got a bunch of safety measures here in place here in the Houston area between the city inspections, me, our team, the home warranty process, and the builder's warranty. The builder's warranty that will keep you covered. And then we will also share any bad experiences we've had with a certain builder. And so we're happy to share those with you. Feel free to reach out. You can still ask the question, but I hope you understand now how we look at that question. So thanks for watching. Go check out some of our other videos. And as always, if you are interested in moving right here to the Houston area, don't be shy. Give us that call, shoot us that text, send us that quick email, and we will help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas.